University College Dublin Humanities Institute showcases UCD's expertise and scholarship in the humanities and stimulates new interdisciplinary areas of research of international distinction. Under the central theme of culture, society and change, the research priorities for 2015 to 2018 are memory, environment and global histories, gender, sexuality and culture, and digital and media cultures. The advocate for the gender, sexuality and culture theme is Mulhall.
So people do kind of think that gender and sexuality are things that are kind of self-evident and that they are unchanging across time and across place. But what we discover when we look at sort of cultural manifestations of gender and sexuality is that this is really not the case, and that what we understand in the contemporary West as gender and sexuality are things that actually only emerged within modernity, sort of from the 18th century on. So that, for instance, our understanding of sexuality as this kind of binary between homosexuality and heterosexuality is something that emerged really in the 18th and 19th century in particular. Similarly, we find the same thing when we look at gender. Understandings about what men and women are, how we are constituted in terms of our gender, what masculinity and femininity are, and all different kind of panoply of genders actually, that these are also configurations that change drastically across time and place, according to whatever the sort of dominant form of knowledge and understanding and framework is of a particular time. And I suppose the most important reason why it's imperative to understand these things is that the ways in which these gender and sexuality are configured at a particular point in time is really embedded in particular power structures. In particular power structures that are articulated through dominant forms of knowledge, so that in order for us to unpack, if you like, the ways in which certain forms of oppression, exclusion, hierarchies of humanness even, the ways in which these are configured in any place and time, for us to unpack those, we really need to study those cultural manifestations across time to show the way in which these configurations are constituted, by power really. So in terms of the sort of work we've done in sort of psychological and psychoanalytic aspects to gender and sexuality, we've run a lot of events and have a lot of collaborations with people who are not just working in academic disciplines, but also people working in the culture industry more broadly, so artists, writers, and also clinicians, so people who are working in the area of psychotherapy, psychoanalysis and psychology. And really this is what the Humanities Institute allows us to do, is to bring together people from these very different disparate disciplines and look at specific issues or topics in a way that really expands our knowledge of those topics, and that is what research in the Humanities Institute enables.